Heavenly perhaps has hurt her in a way that she has not healed from. And so now if Heavenly is beefing with my good friend Simone, then that makes me feel comfortable, because if Simone and Heavenly get together, where am I going to go?
Virtual reality. Dr. Mimi from Married to Medicine, Danny and I are so excited to have you in studio. This season has been absolutely insane in the best ways. How are you feeling about this season, watching it back?
Well, you're right. It has been insane, and that is coming from a psychiatrist.
Yes.
Clinically proven. Yes. Last year, I was saying yes. I was, observing the mess. Unfortunately, now I am in the mess. Yeah. So it is what it is. But I'm getting to know all the ladies in different ways. So, but it's very different.
It's very different. And we're, of course, in the middle of the friend trip hosted by Contessa. And I do like that she got a round of applause for hosting, because I genuinely, a lot of times, cast trips, there's an intention to be shady. I genuinely think she just wanted everybody to have a lovely time.
She did. Now, we were very concerned about how this trip was going to go, because Contessa, you never know how she's going to turn up or how she's going to appear, whether it's her dressing or anything else. But the trip, the house, everything, she was top tier.
What about the dressing?
Contessa, we still got to work on that.
Okay.
We're still, she's my girl, but we're still working, making sure she knows where she's going.
Okay.
And at all times. Yes.
Well, I guess because everyone had a lot of thoughts about her throwing her own birthday party. At least she knows how to throw a great time.
Yes.
She threw the trip well.
Yes, she did. Her party was amazing. Like, this was like, she had concerts, the food was amazing. Like, she spent a coin. And the trip, the same thing. Like, she really did her thing. She did her big one.
And a lot of times, too, like, on like a friend trip, sometimes like you hire a stripper to surprise people. Heavenly came! Who needs a stripper?
Yes, who needs a stripper? We have entertainment right here. Come on,
my
Hev.
God. Now that we know Heavenly showed up because Quad filled her in about the conversations that were happening, what went through your head, like, when you're like, oh, Heavenly's here?
Well, of course I wanted Heavenly to come. The day before she came, we all were able to hear Simone, and we were able to hear like her side of the story and what was going on. And I think Heavenly, come and let us know what was going on. Like, clue us in. Why didn't you come? Like, what is going on? So I was happy to see her. And like I told you, like, Heavenly is kind of like a little auntie. Yeah. Not in the like a shady way. It was like, I've met this lady before in my life, in my family. And she says that things sometimes can be inappropriate, but sometimes you have to little giggle.
Well, and I feel like you're doubly equipped to handle a big personality like Heavenly, because not only have you known a woman like Heavenly before, she's like your auntie, but you're also a psychiatrist. And I do feel like that is probably beneficial, not just for Heavenly, but for a lot of the women in the group.
It is, but sometimes I can say the same thing that anybody else is saying, but because it's coming from me as a psychiatrist, I'm psychoanalyzing people. No, I'm just calling out behaviors. And if you got bad behaviors, your behaviors are bad, and I'm going to call it out.
Are you ever secretly psychoanalyzing? Because if I had the skill set to psychoanalyze, I think I would do it all the time.
Well, the thing is, that costs money, okay? And these ladies are not going to pay my invoices, okay? So I am not psychoanalyzing, but however, if you wish to have that service, I got some stuff for you. I can help you out, okay? I have to do the assessment and the treatment plan.
And I'm sure Heavenly was very excited to have you on her side for this, because when she came in, a lot of people were like, what is she doing here? It seems a little intense. And her and Simone, there was a delay of them communicating.
Right.
How do you feel, because last episode we saw they finally were able to kind of have like off to the side moment. How do you think that went for them? Do you think it was better that they kind of were able to talk it out like that, even though you all kind of got brought into the mess?
Right. So I think that at first we tried to have Heavenly, okay, you had the floor and like everybody hear her out. Not everybody had those intentions, okay? Not everybody wanted to see any type of resolve. So I peeped it. I said, okay, we need to go off and have some facilitated one-on-one conversations. So if you want to say, did the psychiatrist come out? She did, okay? She was holding group sessions and making sure people were having good facilitated conversations.
Because Dr. Contessa, in the morning, she went with her clipboard.
Yeah,
she went to every room. Hi, what could I improve on this trip? What could I improve on this trip?
She was doing a pre and post.
Doctors have to come through.
Yes. So I was really glad that Simone and Heavenly were able to have that conversation off to the side.
Yeah.
Whether they are able to resolve or heal, because that's a lot of history, okay? It's a lot of history that as a, I say a quote unquote newbie, but still very, here to stay. I think that they have history is that back and forth. They got to figure it out, and they have to both be willing to figure it out. So I know they both have hurt each other, and they both take those digs.
Yeah, and you were kind of alluding to that not everybody wanted to have the group space of calmness, because did you say, or am I interpreting, you said like Toya thrives when people are in conflict?
Yes.
And did you know that for a while, and you seem to now be in the conflict with Toya?
Well, I think the game, I recognize the game, okay? This is what she does. And she will insert herself in other people's issues and like to kind of, I guess, get her rocks off. I don't know. In terms of like seeing people in conflict. And I'm just like, this is your good friend, Simone. I know you don't too much care for Heavenly, but don't you want to see some type of result, or you like dysfunction?
Yeah,
Are you able to function in the chaos? This is what you're used to. I don't know.
What do you think her intention is by meddling so much?
I don't think she likes Heavenly. I don't think she too much
She just
cares.
wants to make life so hard
I
for
think
Heavenly.
that Heavenly perhaps has hurt her in a way that she has not healed from. And so now if Heavenly is beefing with my good friend Simone, then that makes me feel comfortable. Because if Simone and Heavenly get together, where am I going to go? I'm going to be by myself.
In your professional opinion, how can she best heal from her issues with...
Stop getting in other people's business.
Okay.
Stop talking about,
as simple as
other
that.
people's dating life, sex life. Like, just mind your own business. You got a lot of stuff going on in your home. Mind it. Mind it.
And I guess because bringing up the Simone Heavenly fractured friendship, because I guess Toya was the one who took all the notes about Heavenly's speech.
Strike one.
That then led to the don't you put your hand around me type of situation. So I could see where you're connecting dots there. But also now when they replayed the clip so many times.
Yeah.
And then because I feel Heavenly switched to Toya where she was like, I never put my hands around Simone. And now are you kind of being able to see why they were having the failure to meet in the middle, because they both were kind of remembering different things?
Well, okay, here comes the psychiatrist.
Okay.
Let's go.
And so
I'm
when
laying on
you,
the chair.
yes, get in the couch. So when you are emotionally charged, you're not going to remember everything. Okay, and also if you have history and it's not that pleasant, you're going to remember things like in a different way. So when we did roll the tape, okay, yes, we were asked to take a picture. And then, hey, get your hand off of me. But I also know you just got in an argument, whether it's with Quad, you're emotionally charged. I'm feeling some type of way because I am hurt. And then, okay, we're done with that. And then you're off screaming somewhere else. It was just a lot going on. Angel's lunch, we could have done better. We could have done better. It was a lot of conflict. And so I can see how people don't remember what happened, but we have footage. We see what happens. And so, hey, Heavenly, yes, she did not push you. You both touched each other. It was heated. How can we get this resolved?
Right. You're close with Heavenly. How are you with Simone currently? Does your relationship with Heavenly impact your relationship with Simone?
No, it does not. No, me and Simone, we have been out to dinner.
Okay.
Again, Simone refers her patients to me. Simone, me and Simone are fine. We're cool.
And I guess that is because even like Dr. Jackie's in a similar boat of kind of being between the two of them too, where it's not a fun dance to be in. But how do you best maneuver that? Are you kind of like, if one of them might start to talk about the other, are you just like, I don't want to hear that? Or are you like, okay.
No, I hold everybody accountable. And that's the thing. So like, accountability hates to see a psychiatrist, okay? So I'm just going to hold you accountable. Wrong is wrong, right is right, and that's it. But we do have a gray area. We know that, but we just have to make sure if I did something to hurt you, take ownership of that. I'm not devaluing what I have, what you have done to me. Let's just have a facilitated conversation. So, but I do hold everyone accountable, but you also got to know how to deliver that accountability. Not everybody's going to receive it if you call them out in front of everybody.
I see.
You have to just know these things.
How are we holding Toya accountable?
I'm calling it out.
As the season progresses.
I'm calling it out and clocking it. Hey, like this, you're interjecting, you're over talking people. We cannot hear. What is it that you really want to say? Because with the over talking and the conflict, we cannot receive from you, nor do we want to.
And I think it was Dr. Jackie who was telling us that because we always, the marriage to medicine, the couples trips always go there. And I did not realize that Toya, I think, is hosting the couples trip of this season.
Well, I didn't realize that either until Simone told us. And I said, are you sure? Are you sure?
How'd she do?
All in all, the trip was nice, okay? The couples were, I think the guys and the ladies, because at one point we split up and we were able to kind of really have those particular moments. I think there was some breakthrough in terms of vulnerability. Okay. Breakthrough of just like, okay, how are you doing in your relationship as a mother, as a wife? We were able to reach those moments. So all in all, it was a pretty good trip. I was just afraid or apprehensive at first because the host is usually supposed to be the glue, and
she wasn't. The
glue wasn't gluing at first.
Okay, you were, kind of alluding to that she has a lot going on.
Yeah.
Does she open up about that on the trip?
Who, Toya? No.
So how do you know there's a lot going on?
You saw it at the pool party.
Yeah, the pool party. That was really uncomfortable. Yes. I got to be honest. That was very uncomfortable.
It was cringe, and then to blame myself and Brandy and Heavenly for your behavior, that was the pure definition of deflection. And I have yet to receive an apology.
Oh, okay. Well, maybe we'll get that one day. You never know.
Let me say this. I'm not expecting it.
Okay.
And I know how to move on. I know how to place people where they belong.
Speaking of things we never expected, Quad and Kane deciding to call it quits. I was a little bit shocked. It seemed like fans were picking up on that, and then she confirmed it. What do you think of their decision to part ways?
I think it's mature, actually. Hey, we have gone, I think they've been together for almost 3 years.
Something like that, yeah.
They have embarked on this huge journey of IVF. Like, that is, like, huge. But to see, hey, this perhaps played a toll on the relationship, and I may need to spend some more time individually to see, okay, what do I want? What is my purpose? How do I move forward? I think Quad is keeping it classy. She's keeping it cute. She's saying, okay, you know what? This is a transitional period for me, and let me just figure out what this looks like for me.
I love that. I know, because I didn't love that he was in the comment section kind of responding to things, because she just did a statement, and that was it. And I don't love that he's kind of like...
Well, that would have been my approach, too. Let's keep it cute. Let's do a statement, and however, I'll figure it out later. You don't have to figure it out right now. I'll figure it out later.
Do you, I mean, you and Quad are close, like looking back on their relationship, as her friend, did you notice any red flags? The one thing that always stuck out to me was the fact that he like refused to move into her house. I thought that was like kind of weird.
Well, I don't think that is weird, because if like you really want to build something together.
In that sense, I guess. To me, it kind of was just like screaming like fragile masculinity. But I don't know, maybe it wasn't.
I think like if you're coming together to have a child, like what does it look like to come together to build legacy?
Right.
That's how I looked at it.
I can see that.
But you can tell that maybe the warmth and the empathy, the comfort kind of was a little bit distant as we went along. And so you kind of were able to see something. And then also my good friend, like she was basically not telling us everything in terms of an IVF. So she's also holding in all this stuff.
Right. It's hard because it's such an emotional and physical process.
Like emotional process of like, going through this process and grieving, but then also like, okay, this relationship. So there's a lot of stuff that you have to process. So put the statement out, figure it out later.
Right.
And speaking of this season though too, I love how much more we get of you this season.
Yes.
And your home life and your lovely man and kind of everything. How's the family been loving being on the show?
They actually like it for sure. Even Stevie, he asked, "We got TV today," and I was like, "It's next week. It's coming on." Wow. But Savannah, she is a complete just star. Like this girl is a perfect blend of me and Steve. And so you will get to see more of her. And like Stevie is doing so good.
Oh, good.
I was on the phone with Angel the other day, and she was like, "Who's that talking?" And he was just having a conversation. I said, "That's Stevie." She was like, "Girl, he's talking good." I said, "I know. That's speech therapy, OT, PT, ABA, all the therapy."
He's so lucky to have parents like y'all.
Thank you.
Who really, really
Thank
care.
you.
And that must be so beautiful watching all the milestones he's hitting and everything like that.
Yes. He is. I had to come to realize that with Stevie, you have to know that you're no longer the smartest person in the household. Like, because of his gifts, he can like just sense things. He's so good with technology. I'm just like, Stevie, get that AirPlay off. But it's just I just feel so just gifted, and that I was chosen to be his mommy.
Yeah. Oh, have you heard from other families who are also
Absolutely.
okay,
They
I'm
were just
sure.
like, thank you for just showcasing what my family looks like.
Yeah.
The ups and downs, being vulnerable. I get very emotional when I'm talking about my baby boy.
It's an emotional
But just
thing.
knowing that that what we set out to showcase, it was very well appreciated.
And also, it's like appreciated. Also, you can feel the love from the screen when it's on your home scenes. Like we were talking about before you came in. We're like, it's just such a beautiful household, and there's so much love going on.
Thank you. Again, let me shout out my man. I have the best husband.
Yes.
And so just so involved, just a great father, just supportive, allows me to, yes, he knows I really give my all in terms of women's mental health, and knowing that some days are tough, and hey, when you come home, yeah, I got you. What do you need? What do you need from us? And it's just, I just can't describe it.
And that's why I do love the opener, because that is such a factor in so many relationships where you have to have that communication where you're like,
Yes.
I have 30% today.
Yes.
You know what I mean? You're like, okay,
Yes.
I'm going to meet you.
You got to
where
do
you have
that
to be.
check-in.
Yes.
Like, okay,
Yeah.
where are you? Like, I only got 10%, babe. That's all I got. And then there's no explanation for that. Okay, what do you need from me? And sometimes I don't even know what I need. So you know what? Go upstairs, take a hot shower.
Oh.
You know, we don't have to. We don't need anything to eat today. We could put in some noodles or something, and we'll be fine.
Yes, we'll get
And
takeout. It's okay. Yeah.
And then, but we also know that the divorce rate with those who are raising special needs children is higher, and so we just know, hey, we have different particular barriers that we have to kind of make sure that we are working through. So we just make sure we do our check-ins, and that's my business partner. We run our whole practice together. So, yeah.
I love
I know. I don't know if you watched, because there's only a few episodes of the Bravo the wife swap. I feel like you guys would be so fun on it.
Really?
You should, if they do another season, y'all should do it.
Okay,
You'd be so
okay.
fun.
There was you don't get to pick where they send you. There was some places where there were only outhouses.
I know.
and
Yeah,
there was
Emily from Orange County was literally scooping poop out of a toilet.
no.
So I hope that isn't in your future.
Okay. But
So I mean, honestly, because I love you guys home front, I want you to go to a place with air conditioning.
okay, me too. Okay, but I am from Alabama.
Okay. So
Not
you know how to
saying
get
that-
down.
Now hold up. Let me represent Alabama well. But I'm just saying that I have range. Okay,
Okay.
I can maneuver in a lot of situations.
Okay.
You can maneuver manure if you have
Oh,
to.
not maneuver.
All right, but I mean, the rest of the season is going to be so intense. We know, and the reunion's going to be always a treat.
Yes.
How are we feeling when that time comes to film? Or do you feel who are we keeping extra eyes on?
Well, you always keep your head on a swivel, okay? You always keep your eyes open, okay? But you just show up as your true self. This is who I am, and I can't hide it. Some people don't like when confidence walks in the room, and that's just what you're gonna get when it's with me.
They better deal with it.
We want the
Yes.
confidence to walk in the room all the time, because we always want you back here. Dr. Mimi, thank you so much for stopping by.
Thank you.
Thank you.